Nonlinear partial differential equation of first order. We have already discussed first order PDE which is linear, and we have solved that by Lagrange method. The equation is of the type PP plus QQ is equal to R. Here we consider the first order PDE, but it is not necessarily linear, and the general form is f of xyz pq is equal to 0, where x and y are independent variable, z is dependent variable, and p and q are first partial derivative with respect to x and y respectively. And this arbitrary function f is not necessarily linear in p and q. Then we say that this type of equation is nonlinear first order PDE because the order of p and q is 1. They are first order partial derivative, but it is not necessarily linear. Then the technique to solve this type of equation is obtained by envelope of surface fxyz AB is equal to 0 is obtained by eliminating a and b between f is equal to 0, del f by del a is equal to 0. We take the partial derivative with respect to a, and del f by del b is equal to 0. Take the partial derivative with respect to b, and eliminating a and b between these three gives us the singular solution, that is known as the singular solution. And the general method to solve the first order nonlinear PDE is also known as Charpit method, and we will consider this method in the following way. Charpit method to solve the nonlinear first order PDE of this form f of xyz pq is equal to 0. The subsidiary equation are obtained as dx by del f by del p is equal to dy by del f by del q is equal to dz by p del f by del p plus q del f by del q is equal to dp by minus of del f by del x plus p del f by del z is equal to dq by minus of del f by del y plus q del f by del z. The idea in the method is the introduction of another PDE of first order, that is g of xyz pq a is equal to 0, where a is an arbitrary constant. We obtain a first order PDE of this form, and from this and this one, f of xyz pq is equal to 0 and g of xyz pq a is equal to 0. We obtain p and q in terms of a xyz, and p is a function. Okay. P in this form and q in this form. After obtaining this p and q in this way, using this result in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Here p is a relationship between xyz a, and q is also a relationship between xyz and a. Now this equation is integrable. Integrating that, we obtain the solution. Okay. Here two arbitrary constants are there. Let us solve one example so that the method is clear. The method will be clear. Suppose you are given with a problem like this. Find the complete integral of the equation p square plus q square y is equal to qz. P square plus q square y is equal to qz. This can be written as p square plus q square y minus qz is equal to 0. That is in the form f of xyz pq is equal to 0. Look at this equation. P square plus q square y minus qz is equal to 0. This is f of xyz pq. xyz pq. Now look at this function p square plus q square. They are first order partial derivative but are not linear because there are product term present here, p dot p, q dot q. So we cannot say that it is linear. So it is non-linear but of order 1 because first order partial derivative are present here. So it is a first order non-linear PDE. So we will apply Charpit method. To find the solution by Charpit method, we need to find derivative of this f with respect to x, derivative of f with respect to y, derivative of f with respect to z, derivative of f with respect to p, and derivative of f with respect to q. Then we construct the auxiliary equation or subsidiary equation, which are known as Charpit's auxiliary equation. So del f by del p is 2py, del f by del q is 2qy, del f by del x is 0, del f by del y is p square plus q square, del f by del z is q. Now the Charpit's auxiliary equation are dx by 2py is equal to dy by 2qy is equal to dz by 2y into p square plus q square. It is del f by del p, del f by del q. This is p del f by del p plus q del f by del q minus dp by minus of del f by del x plus p del f by del z is equal to dq by minus of del f by del y plus q del f by del z. So now simplifying this, these two ratio become minus dp by pq is equal to minus dq by p square. So p is cancelled and it become from the last two ratio we obtained dp by p is equal to dq by q, which can be written as p dp is equal to q dq. Integrating this we get p square plus q square is equal to a square. This is a relation of p, q and a. Now using this in the given equation, p square plus q square is equal to a square, we get a square y is equal to qz, a square y is equal to qz, because the given equation is p square plus q square into y is equal to qz. So in place of p square plus q square we write a square. So q is equal to a square y by z, q in terms of x, y, z and a. One relation is obtained. Again p square is equal to a square minus q square, because p square plus q square is equal to a square. So p square is equal to a square minus q square. Now q is equal to a square y by z. So it is a square minus a4y square divided by z square. Squaring this is equal to, simplifying this we obtain a square into z square minus a square y square by z square. So p is a by z root over z square minus a square y square. So we in this way we obtain p and q in terms of x, y, z, a, x, y, z, a. Now using these two result in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. P is this much we have already obtained and q is this much. Now z dz is equal to a into root over z square minus a square y square dx plus a square y dy. Now take this function to the this one to the left hand side. So it can be written as z dz is equal to a into root over z square minus a square this one. Now take this to the left hand side and divide this. So z dz minus a square y dy divided by root over z square minus a square y square is equal to a dx. We arranged in this way. Why? In order to make it a total differential. Look at this expression. It is derivative of root over z square minus a square y square is equal to a dx. Now integrating both sides, what we get, left hand side become root over z square minus a square y square is equal to ax plus b, or z square is equal to, squaring both sides we get z square is equal to ax plus b whole square plus a square y square. So this is the complete integral of the equation. In this way we solve by Charpit method. So first we construct Charpit's auxiliary equation, then from that we get two relation P and Q in terms of x, y, z and a. Then we put that in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Then integrating that we obtain the complete integral.